Ladies and gentlemen, we are here again. So soon. So soon. I feel like it was just 5 minutes ago we finished the other 3.5 hour stream, but we had a little break, we had some food, we regrouped, and now we're back for another MRC King of the Hill battle. Tonight, we've got Kris Robinson against James Wilson. Now, Kris is quite unfortunate, I think, to be in this losers bracket because he faced off against the current King of the Hill, Aled Evans, in the first round, and he lost 10-9, took him all the way, and it was an absolute stormer of a match. And James Wilson, let me double check, get these stats up here. James Wilson had another close game as well, I believe, against Paul Robinson. So that was 10-7, 10-7 to Paul. So that was another close game. So these boys, very closely matched. This could be a really, really fascinating game. Absolutely. Kris, very clever player, very street smart, but also he's very good with his safety game, tying people up, making it as awkward as possible. So we're going to expect to see some of that tonight. And James, he's got the snooker background, very good potter, very, very good potter, very steady player. So this could be, I don't know. I don't know which way this one's going to go. It's going to be interesting to see. Right, I need to get this on the big screen for myself so I can keep an eye on things. Hold on, just getting a few bits ready. The players, they arrived a bit early, so they wanted to get started. I said, absolutely, let's do it. Let's get going. And here we are, we're going. Who's in the chat? Anyone? There's 2 people watching. Get you over there. Keep an eye on that. Get that on there. Right, bang. We're in. We're in. James is in. He's at the table. Going on. There we go. That's better. Right, guys. You know the drill. Poll starting. Who's going through tonight? Who's going through tonight? Turn you down a bit, or turn me down a bit, I think. Shouting into the microphone here. Who's going through tonight? James or Kris? Get your answers in the poll. There's only a couple of you in there, but I want to see two answers in the poll. Get your answers in. Who's going through? You got Kris. You got James. Who's your favourite? Who's the prettiest? You know, whatever you want. Get your votes in. But and unfortunately, my usual co-commentator Jacob isn't going to be here this evening. He is currently on his way to Newcastle to take part in the big IPA tournament coming this week, starting tomorrow. So all the best to Jacob in that tournament. I hope you have a safe trip down. It's a good 7-hour trip, so not the most enjoyable trip to do, but it'll be worth it, you know. Kris did manage to work his way down to his last 3 balls, but James managed to work his way down to his last 3 balls, but Kris is now at the table and he has got a bit of a problem. He tried to develop that red there. He's still got a bit of a problem with that red up at the top left part of the table, but he's got some options here, and he is a really exciting player to watch. You never know. He's not afraid. Oh, see, you never really know, but he's not afraid of taking some risks and having fun, and he's exciting to watch because of that. And it really, really worked for him in his last match. He took 9 frames off the current King of the Hill champion. So, and that would be Aled Evans, who is a formidable opponent, absolutely, but not quite able to make that one pop. So James, I believe he's got 2 shots here as well. Has he got 2 shots? I think so. He does. He does, yes. So 2 shots. He's got to try and develop this yellow and the black here. The cucumber, yeah. He lost to the cucumber very, very narrowly. It was a really exciting game. Aled said to me, said to us after the stream in the player interviews that Kris's style is like this kryptonite. It's the exact the exact style of play to make things awkward for him. And I think Alid and James are kind of similar players. They're very steady. They're very good players, but they're very steady. And Kris likes to upset the steady players. He likes to play a bit extravagantly, take risks, make things awkward. So it'll be an interesting matchup. We might see a very similar style of game. So again, this is in the losers bracket, the first round. So this is a race to 10, unlike the match we saw earlier, which was a race to 15, which is why it took nearly 7 hours. No, only joking. No, it was a very interesting game between Paul Robinson and Ed Lewis. Ed did take the win 15-9, I think, in the end. A very interesting match. Top quality players. Ed just on another level today, though. So we've got 2 votes, 100% for Kris. We've got the Kris fans in the chat. Kris fans in the chat. Not quite able to make that one go. It was a long one. He was tight to the cushion. Tough one. But he's not going to be fussed about that because he knows he's going to have some chances. And of course, we got the hopefully the other camera working. It was working about 5 minutes ago before the stream started, so I'd be pretty annoyed if it suddenly isn't working. Yeah, it's working. Look at that. Just looks so nice. We're just gonna get more and more cameras. We're just gonna get like 8 cameras, GoPros to the players' heads, all sorts of stuff. So Kris going off cushion, trying to snooker in, I think. Just ease himself in behind there, make things awkward. He's left a long one into the bottom right for James in this first frame. James, by the way, James Wilson, spelt with 2 L's, not to be confused with James Wilson, who we've seen on this stream before. That is spelt with 1 L, and that's a good pot for him. He doesn't want to snooker himself. He's got a bit unlucky there. That's unfortunate. It's an excellent pot, just didn't quite get the roll on it that he wanted. A bit of an angry hit there. He's a bit annoyed about that one, I think. But Kris does have 2 of these reds up on the top cushion that are a little bit tied up. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with that, because he's going to have to get some serious power on this cut into the middle to try and get back up to those 2 reds, if that's what he wants to do. I assume he does. And he does put a lot of power into it. But with that sort of power, those cushions, those middle pockets are vicious. They are vicious. We've got 4 viewers. Who else is in the chat? Chuck a message in. Chuck your votes in. Chuck a like on the stream. James not quite able to find these. Put it a little bit safe as well. This is a pretty ugly first frame for both these players here. There's not much flow happening here, but you know they've just arrived as the first frame. You know, James came in. We got a new light installed today. Ed actually, who played earlier, he installed the brand new light above the table, and James, who hadn't seen it before, he came in, he was like, my God, it's bright in here, isn't it? I was like, aye, you can see where you're potting now, but obviously the light isn't bright enough. Maybe it's too bright. Maybe it's blinding. I don't know. You'll see Kris, he's going for a pot. Is he going for a safety? I think a safety would be good, but he's going for the pot because he's not bothered. It's a safety and it's a pot. It's a great shot. That's what I mean. He's clever. I'm not even going to try and bother figuring out what he's trying to do because I will have no idea. I'll be wrong at least 82% of the time. Big swav. Big swazzy. Got the hit. That'll do, he said. I'll take that. So we didn't see the devil appear in the bottom left corner at all in our previous match today. So that means he's going to come out in droves in this match. He's got to. It's just the balance of the universe. It's going to happen. Kris covering that pocket very well. Made things very, very awkward now for James in this first frame. Kris certainly in the driver's seat in this first frame. 3 of you agree. 100% of the votes go to Kris. He's taking the win. He's definitely the favourite to take this frame. Gone for the long double. Not quite. Always going to be tough. Had to play it with a lot of pace as well. So, does Kris go for this bottom red first? He doesn't. He's going to get rid of this one on the top left. Get rid of the one on the right. Because he knows if he misses, that white is going to be pretty safe up there. As far away from James's yellow as it can be. If he does miss, he might be just very clever. He's not in any rush. This boy is evil. He is evil. If he... We might, if he keeps playing this clever, we might have to put his face in the bottom left pocket so his face pops up instead of the devil, because he is the devil. That, I believe, is a total snooker. It's going to come off 2 cushions here. Was it 1? Is it 2 or 1? Going off the 2, trying to just tuck him behind it, but he's missed it. And that could be the end of this first frame with some excellent safety shots and snookers from Kris, which is something we saw quite a lot in Kris's match against Alid. Caused Alid all sorts of problems. And James watched it. I spoke to James before Kris turned up. And he said, yeah, I mean, I've never met the man before, but I saw his game against Alid. That was a cracker of a match, so he knows what he's up against today. Looks good to me. It's got to roll this one into the middle and then the black into the opposite middle. No. Okay. Obviously don't know what we're talking about. It looks like he's going... Is he going to the bottom left? Into the devil's pocket. He's getting it out of the way early. Oh, he's having another thing. He's making sure. I assume that's where he's going. Please be right. He's gone for it. Oh, it's the first one. The devil. The devil in the first frame. He's covered the pocket, though. So that's one good thing. But the devil is out. We knew he was going to be out. He wasn't out all afternoon, but now he's out. As soon as the sun goes down, comes out. The first involvement in this bottom left pocket. It is out. James just tries to sneak in behind. He's made things awkward. I mean, it's a potable shot. It's a tough cut, but it's potable. Sod's Law, he'll get this one, even though it's a more difficult shot. Let's have a look. Not quite covered the pocket enough, has he? Can he just see that yellow pass? He might be able to, you know. Hard to tell from this angle, but he's got to be going for it. He's having a good look. It does go. Oh, but he's nestled up quite close to that black. That's made things a bit awkward. I don't think he can cut that, or can he? I don't know. If he does, he's going to have to hit it really, really hard. And the white is going to be flying around the table, if it even goes. He could go for a double. Could try and play a safety. He's got options. I don't know what the best option is for James right now. Decisions for James. I mean, what would you do here? He's going... Hold on. With some side. Oh, that was a good effort. But he's left the white pretty safe up there, yeah. Not a bad outcome, that, for James. Good idea. It needs to pick up some pace. He's going to leave it for James. It was good. It's good angle, but just a little bit more pace on it, and he would have taken the first frame, but... It's on James now. It's a long one. It's a nerve settler. Good pot. Oh! Oh! Heartbreaking for James. He did so well. It was such a good pot. Let's have another look at that. Great pot. Just a little bit too much on it. And in goes the white. So Kris, after that little battle in the first frame, he does take the first frame. Two dry breaks in a row from these players. Now, can Kris return the favour? Right. Ouch, into the cursed pocket. Was just dealing with some Facebook posts. So I didn't quite get the camera angle up. That's my bad. Golden opportunity to get the devil out. But there'll be more. There's been two already in this match, both from Kris. He's the one to watch. The devil is on his shoulder at the moment. James is taking the lead, but still nobody fancies him in the poll to take the match. Interesting. Oish. Gone for the little triple. That's a good choice. Giving himself an angle now to maybe go into these other two yellows. I don't know if the yellow next to the black passes. It's hard to tell. I think it does. Going for it now. Oh, that pocket. He's back. 3 devils for Kris already. He is haunting him at the moment. But cover the pocket-ish. I mean, Kris can probably, James could probably still sneak that red in, or at least pop the yellow out. James has a vote in the poll eventually. Go on, James. Goes to the 2 and 1. Skill shot. Have you heard of a skill shot? I haven't. Hi, Lo. What are you doing? Coming in? Coming comms or what? Huh? He's coming to watch. You want a drink? Right, so I had to jump out, serve somebody some drinks. Some cans of Sprite flying around the place. James has got, is that 2 votes now for the James? 2 votes for the James. It's 3-1. Obviously, yeah, James's votes are creeping up now. He's starting to win. Still a while ago, yeah. First to 10. A lot of pool yet to be played. Got Justin Bishop in, watching now. Judging. The white. It's gone flying off the table. Flying off the table. Let's take a look. Nightmare. So that's a foul break. Not what Kris was after there. Well. Went for a long one to start with. Didn't quite work out, and there's a bit of a cluster down there at the bottom now. Bit of a cluster now. Does Kris continue with the reds? He does. Go into this pack now, I think. Oh, that pocket again for him. He's covered it. He's got it. I think maybe he wasn't trying to pot. That's what I mean. I'm not that sure. Hard to judge sometimes. At least for me. At least for me. Not the worst outcome. Obviously, I mean, he's still got the this problem with the red at the bottom middle of the table, right next to that yellow. So he's going to have to figure out a way to sort that out. He has got an easy starter into the middle right. But this looks like it could be a bit of a tactical frame. Is he going to play the plant here down the rail? The triple plant or the double plant? No, he's gone for the little back double. Very sneaky. Again, it's hard for me to judge what's going to happen. I try and get the best angles, you know, but it doesn't always work out. And he's left James an opening here. Chose to get that yellow out of the way. Obviously doesn't need to worry too much. He's got that red being covered by that yellow in the bottom right. So we thought, right, damage limitation. Let's get that yellow out, get it into a more potable position for later on in the frame. Kris doing what Kris does, just making it as ugly as he can. He is very good at it. Very good at it. Very awkward to play against, I'm sure. Hopefully I never do. James has absolutely hammered it. Thought, let's see what happens. Let's get these yellows moving around the table. See if I can fashion some sort of opening somewhere. Nice double. Just cut into the right. No, a little safety from him. Very clever shot. Very dirty shot. Type of shot Kris would be proud of. For anyone, really. It's a good shot. It's a very clever shot. So Kris is going to have to go around. He has got that one over the bottom bag. Looks like he's going to get it. Doesn't want to follow it in, but he doesn't. It's a very good shot. We take this one into the. Oh, he did get it, and he's. Oh, I don't know. Take another little look at that. That black was moving around the table, just gets the red to drop, but that yellow does pop out a little bit just to make things awkward. Has he got some sort of a double on here, or is there safety? Going to be safety at play. James is creeping up in the votes. Creeping up on Kris in the votes. Can he see this bottom yellow? I don't know if it goes. Oh, that's worked out quite favourably for him. Kris does have a long one into the top right. Yes, I think he can see that into the top right. Not an easy shot by any stretch of the imagination. Very clever shot. Just put that yellow safe. And now James, I mean, I think he can see past the black into the bottom left. Again, not an easy shot. Or is he just going to go for another dirty little snooker? Or a double? Half double, half a development snooker. Brilliant shot. Little tap on the table there from Kris. In appreciation. Kris is going to have to come off cushion. And maybe go for a pot. I don't know if there's much in the way of safeties here. Oh my God, he's got it. That's unbelievable. And this black goes into the bottom right. What a shot that was from Kris. Let's say he meant it. I think he did. Go for it. Oh, and it bounced all the way out as well. That's a nightmare. That's a big opportunity now for Kris to extend his for James to extend his lead. Yeah, it's a good try there from James, but I don't know. I think, can Kris see this double? He's having a look. He might be able to see it. And if he can... Oh, it was close. Maybe he could, maybe he couldn't see it, but it wasn't quite there. And that yellow, I think, does go in the top right with the right positioning. You can get it. He has to get up the table with the white, or he could take it now. If it goes now, get that one out of the way and come back down the table. And it's a good shot. Pots it strong. Perfect positioning on that. Three likes in the stream, guys. 15 of you in there. Get some likes in there. Help me out. Let me know I'm not boring everyone to death. That would be great. Nine votes in the poll. 3 likes on the stream. Maths isn't my strong suit, but that doesn't add up. And he's absolutely rattled it in there. He doesn't want to be too close to that yellow. He's just got enough of a kiss on it to bring it across. Maybe get it into the top, into the middle here. It's not an easy shot. Yeah, just taking his time. It's a good idea. No rush. Make sure you get the angles right. And that's a great shot. That's a great pot. To extend the lead to 4-1. And he does. It's a good pot. He's potting well tonight, is James. 4-1. The black nearly goes in off. Not quite. Does get a couple of balls in, though, so it's a decent break from James. He'll be looking to extend his lead and put this game beyond reach of Kris. So I think that red does pass. Potentially, he's having a look at it now. Does it pass these yellows? He is not sure. It is close. Does he want to take the risk? Chooses to go for a little bit of a safety. Probably wanted to get a little bit more on it. Cover those yellows a bit more, but not the worst outcome, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Kris can probably clear these up. He has got the awkward yellow at the top there. You're going to need to figure out a way to get up for that as well. But Kris needs a frame. He needs this frame. Be a big frame for him to win on James's break. What's your score predictions, guys? Who do you think's going to take it? What's it going to be? 10-9. We're going hill. Is James going to run away with it? Is Kris going to make a big comeback? He could win 8 frames in a row. You never know. Hello, Taco. Good to see you here, mate. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. All good, mate. Cameras seem to be working. Look, seem to be working. You know, we've had no issues. Not yet. Touch wood. Everyone loves a comeback story. Yeah, they do. And he's certainly capable of doing it. He's certainly capable of knocking James off his game. And that's a great double there. Start this little clearance off potentially, or keep this clearance going. But like I said before, he really needs it. He's got this one. Is he going into the middle or is he going off the black? Into the top. Touch off the black. Delicious little shot. Have that one. Touch your wood, mate. Touch and go, mate. Have another little look at that if we've got time. Bang. Is this a safety? Is this a safety? Or is it a long double? What's he doing? Gone for the double. Kick that red out. Clever little shot. This boy is clever. You know, it's a percentage shot. Good percentage shot, that is. So So, Zach, we had, I was saying earlier, in the match earlier, we had absolutely no devil appearances. And lo and behold, first frame, bang, devil comes out. Straight out. It's a good effort that from James. Really claimed that pocket as well. But Kris can see this one into the bottom right. His problem is he needs to get enough on it that he can come back up the table to get this last yellow. Wants to watch his forearm there. Doesn't want that to touch that yellow there. That'll be a foul. It's a good shot, and he's just used the red to slow the white down a little bit. And that looks good. He's got the angle now to just pop this in the left and come around for the black. Probably into the top right. Can't keep the devil in the pocket forever. No, you absolutely can't. But to be honest, he's been sat on Kris's shoulder most of this match. He's been struggling with that bottom right. Has he got enough legs on it? He does, and he drops it. And he brings it back to 5-3. That is an important frame, you feel, for Kris. Keep in touching distance of James. Take a look at this. Now, this angle here, just to watch the balls being racked up, never gets old, you know. Just doesn't. I could watch it all day. Honestly, I could. I could just watch it all day, mate. I have been watching it all day. Lee Lello's back in the building. You know. Shane's been down here all day. He has left now, unfortunately. Alan, when are you going to make an appearance down the MRC, mate? Get down here. Get yourself down here. Get amongst it. Going to be a dry break there for Kris. Not ideal. Not ideal. Good chance for James to keep Kris at arm's length. Because arm's length. Well, he's at arm's length now. Arm's length is 2 frames, by the way. If you didn't know that, a length, 2 frames is 1 arm's length. A leg's length is what James is trying to get to now. It's 3 frames. 3 frames is a leg's length. James is absolutely gutted. Gutted with that shot. Soon, mate, show my skills. Yeah, get down here and show us your skills, mate. We want to see Alan's skills. A long double. Not quite, but James hasn't got much on here. He's going to try and... Oh, wait, hold on. Off the yellow. Oh, but he's left a pretty safe white. Clever little shot. Yes, we need to get more international people in here. Get them in. We haven't had anyone viewing from the North Pole yet, so get sharing. That's the goal. We want to be the biggest pool stream in the North Pole. Now, that likely means we only need 1 viewer from the North Pole, but a goal is a goal and it's an achievable goal. We only need 1 person. So if you know anyone that happens to be up in the North Pole, chuck them this stream, get them in, and then we can stop. We can just stop the stream right there and then because we've completed it. That's the goal. Yeah, he does eventually get that yellow snuck in, but is it enough? I think that red can pop it out. Oh, not really sure what happened. I'm not really sure. What has James got on here? Has it enough on it? It does drop. Had a look and fainted, is the saying. It is the saying. It's a golf saying, surely, isn't it? Is that originally a golf from golf? I don't know. I don't really play golf. Jack, where's Jack when you need him? Got a plant on here. It's a straight one. Oh, I thought he was gonna provoke him. It was close. Another one into the bottom left. It's not the straightest of shots either. This is a great angle of this. No problems. Has he come up enough? He's left it awkward. Didn't quite come up enough as he would have liked. Going for the thin one. It is mightily thin. Oh my god. I don't know if he I think he missed it and it came back, hit it on the way back, so not quite. It was very, very thin. But Kris with quite a bit of work to do here. He's got those two reds on the close left cushion. He's tried to develop them there. One good thing is that black is somewhat safe. It's going to take something pretty special to pot this now. He's looking to come, but I'm not even going to guess. I'm not even going to guess, guys. Not even going to guess. No idea. No idea. So just trying to lay him up in a little snooker, which I think he has. Gonna have to go off a cushion. He misses it. Off the knuckle, into the bottom right. It's a big moment in this frame. It's 2 shots. And he needs it. He's got a good chance to bring this back to 5-4. Bring him within him a hand's length. A toe's length. That's better. Toe's length away. 1 frame is a toe's length. 2 frames is an arm's length. And 3 frames is a leg's length. I don't make up the rules. That's just what it is. Into the bottom left. Oh! He's here. He's back. He's left it. I mean, this is a long, awkward one for James. Awkward bridging into the top right. But he's been potting these these pressure shots well tonight so far. Just trying to figure out the best place to put his hand. Some serious contorting of his fingers and his wrist. Can he make it? Nearly got a bit lucky into the middle pocket, but not this time. Nice and hampered Vial, yeah, very awkward shot. But Kris, I mean, he's got something out of it. Kris has got a very long pot into this bottom right, not an easy shot. A bit hampered by the cushion as well. It's an important shot. Gone for a element of safety, but it looks like he's left him an option into the middle left here, and this looks very, very potable here for James to extend his lead to 6-3, to go within just 4 frames, and he does make it. Big mistake there from Kris. Time running out for Kris, you feel, in this match. That's the last thing he wanted, is a dry break in this position. Yellows don't look like a bad shout here. Good starter. Staying on this camera angle. He's going straight back in, is he? Have a look. Just assessing his options. Lovely shot. Look at that. Camera work there. We're going back in. No. Hold on. Hold on. Got a good angle to come around here as well. And maybe look at splitting up that black and yellow. Only managed to get them on the top one. But he's okay. He's on the yellow at the top. He still needs to figure out a way. I don't think that yellow goes anywhere, really, at the moment. That yellow up against the black. It's a good shot. Got this yellow into the bottom right, come off the side cushion, and hopefully cannon into that black and yellow. Needs to make the pot, though. And he doesn't, and he covers that bottom pocket as well with the red. And a containing safety there from Kris. Very clever shot. Little tap on the table from Kris, appreciating that little recovery shot there. Obviously, Kris, if he can help it, doesn't want to use that red in the bottom left just yet, but he might have to. I think that red in the middle of the table does go past the yellow into the middle pocket. Slightly more difficult shot down the red into the bottom left. But it's always good having a little safety net hanging over the pocket. Kris just trying to put James's balls in a more difficult position, trying to make them unpottable. But I mean, James could probably pot this one into the top right, but how does he get down onto his last ball? There's a little bit of a standoff here. Neither player really wanted to take a risk. Obviously, with that red and yellow tied up together down at the bottom right. Kris just developing his balls slowly. Trying to make things awkward. Awkward for James. He's doing a good job with it so far. James is snookered here. Oh, that was close. Another very clever safety there from Kris. Very clever safety. Let's have another look at that. Alright. A little bit of chess being played here. James not willing to give an edge. To give an inch. Even though he has got a full frame cushion. Doesn't want to open the door at all if he doesn't have to. And try and pot something extraordinary. And give up 2 shots and maybe give up this frame. He wants to make Kris work for it as much as he can. And that's another clever shot there from Kris. This is where he is at his best, where he's just toying with you around the table. This is what he did to Alid so well. And it might be the key to him getting back into this match. He's not out of it. Not quite. This is a very important frame. Psychologically as well, I think. To just tie James up, make him frustrated. Grind the game out, slow him down a bit. Tragedy. Tragedy for Kris. He was in the driver's seat in this match. But after that, I don't know. It's a good opportunity now for James. He needs to use these 2 shots well. Ouch indeed, Alan. Ouch indeed. That was harsh. Can't help but feel the devil had a hand to play in that one. So James goes on the hill. That little mistake there from Kris. Giving up the 2 shots in a frame where he was holding all the cards. That is very unfortunate for Kris in this match. And you can't help but feel, I mean, he needs to win 6 frames in a row here. 5 frames in a row to get to the hill. The fabled hill. But James, he's feeling good. He'd be hoping for a good break here and see this game off. That's an absolute hammer of a break as well. 3 balls down. Reds look okay to me. If that red goes into the middle pocket, straight off. He's opting to go up the table. Or is he cutting this one in? I can't tell. He is cutting it in. He's pushed that yellow out as well. That's looking pretty good to me. All Kris can do now is watch and hope. What a way it would be for James to win it if he does win it with a dish. He wants to avoid that middle pocket. Oh, he does just about. It kicks back out though. It's not exactly where he would have liked, but he's okay. He's looking down at the devil now. Is it going to be his friend in this potential final frame? No problems from the devil there. This looks pretty routine here. Needs to get the weight on this one right. Oh, he's gone too far. And he snookered himself. That's a nightmare for him. He was doing so well. So well, it would have been, and you know how much he would have wanted to have finished this game off with a dish, but wasn't quite able to make it happen. Just overrun it, and he's absolutely fuming. Just whacked it. And the black's rolling towards the middle pocket. Not quite. Look at this. He's just hammered it. He's absolutely fuming with himself. Anger. And now if Kris finishes this off, James is going to be very angry. And he's just popped a little snooker in there, made things more annoying, just frustrating James a little bit more. Can he boil his blood and make him just throw him off his game a little bit? Because that's what he's going to have to do, I think, to get James to lose a bit of concentration, get in his own head. James needs to take a step back and just gather his thoughts, gather his concentration. He's just whacked it again. He's fuming. Absolutely fuming with himself that he hasn't finished this game off already. He needs to gather himself. And Kris will use that to his advantage. He will try and tie this game up and make him more and more frustrated as he smashes that one into the top right. Oh my God. Thought he was going in. That's worked out quite favourably for him. He can cut this one into the middle and free up that other red. He needs to get it past the black though. But he does have this little irritating ball here on the right. Is he going to go for the double here? Get out the way if he can. Little back double. He does get it. And he's rolling towards that pocket. Oh my God. And he does go in. That is a heartbreaker for Kris. Absolute heartbreaker. Let's take another look at that. It just inches towards, goes all the way around the table, off 3 cushions, and just nestles in with the devil. Well, that is a big sigh of relief there from James as he gathered himself. Ouch, man. Yuck. Yeah, man. Pretty gross. That's unfortunate for Kris. He had a chance to get in James's head there, into the devil's pocket for the win, and he does finish it off. In the end, I think James deserved it overall. There was a sniff there that I thought maybe if Kris clears this frame up now, because James was absolutely fuming with himself. But a little bit of fortunate there for James to see it off in that frame, I think. But there we go. That's the way it went. Right, let's see if we can get the players in for a quick chat before they disappear. Right, so go ahead, lean on in. So I'm here with James, the winner. James, you got there. Reason, I mean, 10-4. It's a decent scoreline for yourself. You know, it didn't cause you too many problems. I know we had a little chat before the match about you watched his game against Alid, and you were expecting a nightmare.
Worried. Yeah, I was worried, to be fair. He gave Alid a really good match, and Alid's.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was expecting more tonight, but I don't. He just said then he didn't turn up tonight. He just wasn't playing well at all, really.
It's funny, it's the way the game goes. Sometimes you can have good nights, you can have bad nights. Sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you just don't feel like you're playing at your best, and that can really play on your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I played all right tonight in spells, like I usually do. You know.
Yeah, sure.
That's the problem. I'm not consistent enough. I can pull out some great shots and play really well, but I just don't have that finishing ability most of the time.
Yeah, I could see you were in that last frame there. I know people were in the chat saying there's a possible dish here to finish it off, and I thought how much you would love to finish it off with a dish, nice and confident.
Yeah, it was all those there, but that last shot, I
just overrun it.
I wanted to come back and across again, and I just overhit it really. The table's played so fast today.
Yeah, it's had a lot of play on it today. It's had a lot of play on it today. Yeah, maybe the heat from the light above it is.
I think that's definitely made a difference. You know,
temperatures.
Temperatures makes it faster. So
Yeah. Could be that. So it's a different challenge now. You've got to get used to a new pace of the same table. So there we go.
It's good.
But it was a good night. It was a long day of pool for us. We've had 2 streams today. We've had 5 hours worth of streaming.
You've had a busy day.
I've had a busy day. On my throat's starting to hurt. I've been doing a lot of talking. A lot of it has been absolute nonsense, but it's been good fun. But James, you're through to the next round. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, Stu.
Well done. Good luck in the next round. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll do the draw end of the month. So you've got a couple of weeks to recuperate. Go on holiday. Go to Hawaii, wherever it is you players go.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'll be going anywhere like that.
No. Okay, well, that's going to be it from us tonight. James, thank you so much. Good luck in the next round.
Bye.
And yeah, that's it. I gotta go. I gotta go like clean the gym and stuff, and then go home, mate. You know, I gotta go get food and that. But thank you everyone for joining us today for both streams. You've been for both streams. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's going to be it for us. Merry Christmas.